Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. We're now 1 year into Ruben Amorim's tenure at Manchester United. He's been in charge of the Reds for 38 Premier League games over the course of 2 separate seasons. And within them 38 games, he's managed to get 12 wins, which leaves him with a win ratio of 31.6%. Now, that's the worst ratio of any United manager of my lifetime. And that's 35 years, so that isn't a good look whatsoever, and I'm sure he's not looking to hold on to that record whatsoever. But yeah, when you add his cup competition games, it slightly improves that ratio because he's won 10 out of 16 cup competition games, and it leaves him with an overall record of 54 games in charge, winning 22 of them, losing 21 of them, and drawing 11 of them. And just through the cup competition wins, it kind of highlights to me that if his cup competition ratio is over 50% and his overall is 31.6%, it means that the Premier League's been our biggest struggle, and that's probably due to the intensity and the physicality and him getting used to it. So it's kind of understandable. And I think last season, most of us fans were happy to write it off. Number one, because we was already doing terrible before he came. Number two, because common sense will tell you that if a new manager comes in with a new way of playing, a new style, his own identity, his own structure, a new formation that the players have never played, it's going to take a bit of time for the process to start processing. That's only natural. And on top of that, the man himself had told us several times that we're going to suffer, it's going to take time, etc, etc. So most of us were happy to write it off. The part that we weren't happy with, or most of us anyway, is that we had our worst ever league finish, which was 16th, and that was double from last time, which was 8th. And on top of that, we lost a Europa final to Spurs, who never win trophies. And it weren't just the fact that we lost to Spurs, because let's have it right, losing to Spurs is not a bad thing. Spurs are a good team, but it was the manner that we lost to Spurs. It was terrible. You played, you had so much possession, you was in control of the game for the majority of it, you allowed the team to not even create chances, and you still lost. And that was terrible, innit? And that was a really mack way to end the season. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people might have been on him from that. But we came into this new season understanding that it's a fresh start. We've now had a pre-season. He's now got a few of his own players. He's now been able to identify the players that were a bit of problem in the changing room, or a bit of a problem to his formation and style and things. He's been able to get rid of them, bring in some of his own, and now it's the time to judge him. And if I'm being honest, although I still see a lot of the same problems I was seeing anyway, although I'm still not quite happy with the shape and things like that, I have to give credit where it's due. And that credit is the fact that out of his 11 Premier League games this season, he's won 5 of them, he's drew 3 of them, and he's lost 3 of them. So he's got more wins than losses this year in the Premier League. And his win ratio is a lot closer to that 50% mark, which is what most of the other managers post-Fergie have reached. So that's a positive sign. Another positive is the fact that we're 7th in the league, and we're actually joint points with Tottenham, who are in 5th. And I think we're a point off 4th, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2 points off 4th. But either way, if you would have told me that we was going into December, a point or 2 off 4th, 7th in the league, not lost in our last 5 games. The only other team that's not lost in the last 5 games is Arsenal. You can see clear improvements. There's still a lot of holes, there's still a lot of times where it looks dysfunctional, but for the most part you can see what they're trying to do, you can see the shape, you can see players understanding the roles a lot better and things like that. But I also do think that we've kind of benefited from other teams doing poor themselves. Now, if you look at it, Liverpool are joint points with us, but Liverpool have been poor. If you look at it, City have been poor for City standards. but they're still 2 points ahead of us. Do you know what I mean? So I'm finding it hard to proper have a reading on what's going on, because I actually do feel like if other teams perform to the level that they're meant to, we'd be way below them. But listen, it is what it is. You can only go off what's actually happening and not hypotheticals in it. So what's going on right now is pretty good. We're doing okay. If I'm rating him overall, which is not really the way to go about it, I'd say he's been piss poor. But if I'm rating him off the back of this season, I'd say we're probably doing a little bit better than expected. So long may that continue. Hopefully we get back on winning ways, or back on the track of winning against Everton in our next game at home. Our home record and our home form has been quite good, so it is very possible that we do that. I just have a weird feeling though. The same way we won 3 on a row, probably go and draw 3 on a row and then lose 1 against Palace, and we start looking at it saying, fucking hell man, we could have been second and now we're back to 30th. And that's how tight this league is so far, and this is why I've always said we'll get a full reading, in my opinion, after Christmas. When I see where we are after Christmas, that's when I'll be proper able to analyse and assess it and say how I think we're really going to do. But right now, it's very hit and miss. It's hard to say if I think we're doing good or if I think we're doing bad. I think we've been okay in it. I think we've done better than expected, but I think we can do a lot better. And I'm scared that when it comes to January and players have gone to AFCON, we might suffer even more, especially with Sesko being out now. But what have you guys made of Amorim's time, and what have you made of United's season so far this year? Do you think we're doing good? Do you think we're doing better than expected? Do you think Amorim's done good overall? Do you think if we look at it overall, he's been poor, but this season he's been good? Like, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.